Hey guys, alright? My brother-in-law recently gave me this, which is it's just a truck tyre. It's like a pickup tyre or something like that. I suppose you could use a car tyre or whatever. And I just wanted to, because obviously when you're training iron hand, so not just iron palm, where you're just hitting with the palm, but when you're training iron hand and iron bone and iron body, where you're trying to just put iron into, inverted commas, put iron into the whole sort of body. I thought I'd go through another training regime. You need to train loads of different things. So, I know I've probably done this one before, but here's just a steel weight with a cloth around it, just because it's got a coating of chrome or something like that. So I just don't want to be repeatedly always touching the chrome, and it's just balancing on the car tyre. And you guys can imagine what you do now. Now this is a really good method because you practice like the plate flat on the surface, and it's totally different to striking it on this tyre. You know, even if you're used to it, it like adds an extra feedback into the hand, which can only, you know, densen it more. So it adds a different dynamic. So that's why I think it's a cool thing to train, because when you're training on a flat plate or on your iron bag, you know, and you start to get okay with it, add this bouncy material. It's like a reverse makiwara, isn't it? Because in a makiwara, you have the hard surface underneath, and you have the soft surface on top. And here we've got the hard surface on top, and the soft, bouncy surface underneath. So, you know, this is good, I suppose, for any of you guys who train braking and practice brakes, because you want to hit the hard surface, and you want energy to, you know, you want to then overcome the sort of bouncy or the bulk of the thing you're hitting. But the other ways are still good. Like I say, you have to train every way. So what I do, obviously I've just started doing this bouncy one and liking it, but it's similar. Oh, you? It's a little pet bird. It's similar to the iron bag in that, you know, this is an iron bag. It's similar to this in that it gives. So there's the plate, and what I usually do is I'll be low, because that's, you know, that's how you get your blood flowing. Yeah, I'll be low, and I'll just do some stretches. Stretch the hand. Yeah, or even ones as fast as that. Yeah, down. Stretch high. Stretch high. Stretch that way. Turn the hips fully front. Yeah. Do your qigong, whatever you do. Obviously I've got this piece of wood in the way. And then wide stance or whatever. And then striking with the palm heel. And hundreds of strikes. It's not just about a couple. Yeah. And just land. Yeah. Some up, like this. Yeah. All different. Some sideways. Just let your hand drop. Then some flat. Every now and then, just wring your hands out like this. Yeah. if you can't stay in horse stance for that long, widen it. Yeah, that's the key. Yeah. And it's just about lots of strikes. Yeah, be careful on the back. And obviously this is a little bit tougher than just hitting the plate flat on the surface, because it like gives it like an even bounce. And obviously, hopefully you guys will have like a flat plate. See, my plate's a bit extra evil because look here, it's got Reebok. It's got Reebok, it's got dents, so when I'm hitting it, you know, bits of the sign are hitting my finger. Sometimes this is hitting the bone, the raised edge. So it's a bit, you know, it's a bit more evil on the hand. But when I'm striking, I'm separating the hand into this component, 3 this way, that way. That's just how I do it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm striking with the palm heel. That would be my attack. Yeah. Slightly offset to the side. Sometimes I'm raising and then sinking. Sometimes I'm chambering. Yeah. Sometimes snaking or praying mantis. Yeah. Sometimes everything. Boom. And I'm sorry this isn't very dramatic. Yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, and it's cool. See how low, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, so obviously guys, see, the reason I maybe use this as well is because my iron bag's a bit small, but there's quite a few other guys who've done videos of smacking flat plate, which is good, and I just think smacking flat plate is good, smacking the bag, the iron bag is good, and then putting these items as well on a bouncy surface and striking them, I've found to be a lovely method too. Like I said, it just changes the dynamic. And also, obviously, I'd urge you guys, for your own sort of self-development purposes, is train these things in your stances if possible. I mean, I've actually been in this stance for quite a long time now. Slight lean forward so that you relax these muscles at the front, yeah? Yeah? And you learn them and train them by being in them, by living in them. And the cool thing about this method is that yeah, it just gives it, also seems to give your shoulders and stuff a bit of a break, because some of that force just gets absorbed into the tyre instead of bouncing back up your arm. So it's a pretty cool, pretty fun one. And like I said, it changes the dynamic on the hand. Yeah. Hopefully you can set it up better than me. Like I said, because my striking plate is a bit bumpy. You know, ideally I'd like a flat plate. But it just goes to show you work with what you've got, don't you? Yeah, so there's with the iron bag on it. Yeah. Once again, the different hand surfaces. Once again, the reason you're standing in your postures is so that we don't get arm syndrome, whereby we're like training our arms and we're not training our postures at all, you know. And yeah, sure, you know, it's difficult, it's tiring. Sometimes you know you stand in these positions a long time, you can get a sore shoulder or something, but you know that's what you've got to take as part of the training. Yeah, these nice big wide postures are good sort of lengthening, strengthening postures. Yeah. Yeah, so there's the back fist, and it just, I mean, I'm used to hitting this steel bag now. And it's cool, it changes the dynamic. Backhand. Yeah. Raising, up with the breath, down. So try different styles of breathing as well. Also flats. Don't forget, this is an iron bag I'm striking. Sorry I haven't brought you a new video in a while. I've just been training, doing my thing, and being in the background really. So that's good for the fingers. Yeah. And like I said, some good guys have done some good plate videos. Some iron plate training. Yeah, so don't forget that back fist. Yeah. And yeah, if you're going to do this stuff, the Qigong always helps. It's just breathing coordination, sucking in the belly, pumping it out, sucking in the belly, pumping it out. And it's just keeping energy, warmth flowing around the body, and the movements are stretching out the tendons. Yeah, and the legs and the arms extended should be about the same distance. Yeah, so if your hands are extending more than your legs, then you know maybe to lower and widen your stance for the purposes of this training. Okay, so here's the same thing done flat, just to show you the difference in. Yeah, and just to obviously remind you guys that that's a solid steel plate that I'm striking. Yeah, and it's a rough one. Yeah. Yeah, and the only reason I'm covering it up is because I don't want to come in too much contact with this chrome all the time. Yeah. Yeah, and there's the iron bag. Yeah. Low stances, hours of training. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm used to striking them on this hard surface, and this bouncy surface just adds like another dynamic. So give it a try, guys. It's really good. I'm not going to totally replace my training with it. The idea with all these trainings is you put them all together. There's no definitive method. You know, there's lots of methods, but certainly striking at this bouncing feels a lot more difficult. Yeah. Shake out your hands. Yeah, use your dip to Joe if you've got some. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I'll turn the tape off and I'll carry on doing a bit more back fists. Yeah. Video's probably way too long. Hi to all the new subscribers and stuff out there. Good training, everyone. Good health.